Zipper TV presents Southtown Comedy Club Radio with Roy Lopez Jr.
Hey folks, it's Roy Lopez Jr. with Southtown Comedy Radio. Well, I want to welcome our listeners today and catch you up on a little bit of what's going on here with our future dates. As Saturday, April the 4th, our headliner over at the Blue Star Brewery is going to be Mr. Dave May. May the 2nd, we've got Larry and Regan. I think we've confirmed Larry. I don't know about Regan, so half the show is already confirmed. On June the 6th, we'll have a headliner to be announced. And then I want to remind you again about June 21st, the longest day. That's also going to be the longest laugh. So I'll be giving you some information a little bit later about all that. But right now, we've got the beautiful, the funny, the vivacious Mary Becquet in the house. Hey, Mary, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, our one-person audience, for clapping for for Mary. Mary, I'm excited about having you out here today. Thank you so much for coming out here today. I'll tell you what, man. I am going to start by asking the same question I ask everybody else.
Okay.
Why comedy?
Why comedy? Well, first of all, let me say it's great to be here, and thank you for asking me. Why comedy? Because I love making people laugh. Yeah, I've always really enjoyed that, and I actually got started in comedy. I work in business, and I used to keep my notes in a notebook from meetings, and sometimes when I got bored, I would write jokes about maybe the people in the room.
Oh, my God.
Well, one day I left that notebook at a conference, and my boss found it.
Are you
This
serious?
is a true story. And so he called me later that night with like, what's this? And I said, oh, that's my comedy routine.
Boss, that wasn't you. That was another guy with the same name. Is that
And while I was talking, I was Googling stand-up comedy lessons. So that was how I got started.
That is hilarious. Did he at least say that they were? Did he say you were funny?
He thought they were funny, but also, people were like, for example, I organized our finance department into A-list, B-list, C-list, and D-list. So he wanted to know why he wasn't on the A-list.
So needless to say, you probably...
I was on the D list, yeah.
You probably didn't last there too long.
No, I left shortly thereafter.
That's funny. Well, you know what? You should probably call and thank that guy because he's probably the first guy to ever give you a break in the comedy field without even knowing it, huh?
Right.
That's hilarious. Well, and that's about the same answer we normally get from the most comedians I've ever interviewed is, hey, I just love people to laugh. Obviously, you'd rather make people laugh than cry.
Yes.
Although I've heard some of these guys' jokes before, and I've seen people laughing or crying, but not from laughing. But nonetheless to say, well, in addition to the comedy, you've also got a couple of little commercials under your belt as well, huh?
Yes, I'm really lucky. I've done a few commercials for the Spurs and, one for a local electric company and just a couple of other things, since I moved to San Antonio.
You moved to San Antonio. Where are you originally from?
Well, actually, I grew up in Austin, but after I graduated from college, my husband and I moved out to Los Angeles for 19 years. And
Austin, Texas?
Yeah.
Because that's like a whole different breed of person right there.
Well, I say Austin, but I really mean Manor.
Okay.
So don't think hipster, think redneck.
Hey, you know what? I've been out there to the racetrack out there, Manor Downs.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun out there. Austin has grown so much. It's amazing. It used to be... You knew, it was a nice little drive between here and Austin, and now it's like you're leaving San Antonio and you're touching Austin.
It's city all the way. It's just one big flap of asphalt.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you practice comedy while you were out in L.A.?
I did. In fact, that's where I got started in this job. So I took a class at the Ice House in Pasadena. So that was where I did my first show. Yeah, that's a great venue. It was really an honor to perform there.
Well, most people from San Antonio try to make it out to the Ice House. You did the backwards approach. Right. You started out the Ice House and came to San Antonio.
Yeah, I was really lucky to start comedy in LA because there's so much there and there are so many people and it's a really lively, scene out there. So it was fun.
What do you think is the biggest difference?
Well, there's just a lot more people. There are a lot more comedians, obviously, in Los Angeles. And, in LA, they have those quote-unquote bringer shows. So you always had to be asking all your friends to come to your show.
Oh, yeah, of course. We do that here. I invite 100 friends and 2 show up.
Right,
so
exactly.
Either the other 98 are busy or I only have 2 friends.
Yeah.
But that's in any business, Mary. Speaking of business, You work for a big company as well, huh?
I do, yeah. I work for, I don't know if I can say it, but what the heck? I work for IBM, so it's a big tech company.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Not too many people who know what that means.
Right, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
well.
So,
So that keeps you busy, and
well,
then
I've always had a day job, so but comedy is like my love, my passion. So I try and do as much comedy as I can.
so nobody can approach you and say, "Hey, quit your day job," right? Don't
No.
quit your day job because you've got your day job already. I like that. That's
Nobody's
amazing
asked
to
me
me.
to quit it yet.
Well, now I want you to tell me something that nobody knows. For instance, I know something about you that I don't think too many people know.
Well, I majored in Chinese in college.
That's amazing.
And sometimes, well, I did it like in a reactive way though, because I had a boyfriend at the time, and I told him,
A Chinese boyfriend?
no, an American boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And I said to him, I'm thinking of studying Chinese for my language, and he said, oh, I wouldn't do that because you have to be really smart to learn Chinese.
So his insinuation was that you weren't smart enough.
Exactly. So of course I'm like, oh, I'm gonna study Chinese.
So can you speak Chinese?
Yeah, I do. I
Do
speak
you
Chinese.
tell jokes in Chinese?
No, I don't because, humor is very different. Like jokes and like comedy in Chinese, it's very fast paced.
Sweetheart, Chinese and Spanish are the same thing. So
I guess.
if you can speak Spanish, you can speak Chinese. Trust me.
I speak more just conversational Chinese, like, hi, how you doing? Could I have an order of
That sounds like English.
like in Chinese say how you doing, you say ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma?
Uh-huh.
Ni hao ma.
Okay, well hun hao. That means I'm fine.
Oh, mi hao too. What
That's
does that
not what
mean
I
in
heard.
Chinese?
I'm
That has
pass
to
on
be
that
something
one.
in Chinese. Oh, no. I don't speak Chinese precisely for that reason. I know, if I can butcher French, I can butcher any language, trust me.
It's funny, I can speak pretty good Chinese, but my French is terrible. And I studied French for years, too.
I took 4 years of French in high school.
Oh, my French
All I
is
know
terrible.
is parlez-vous français and voulez-vous, and, the song. Everybody knows that song.
Every time.
Isn't that funny?
I
how
know.
People know that.
Right? Like, whenever I'm in France, I'm like, bonjour. And they're like, it's okay, I speak English.
Oh, there
Just so
right,
obvious.
Right. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Well, I'm excited. You've got a show coming up, right?
That's right. I'm in your Southtown Productions on this Saturday, April 4th.
You sure are.
I'm
Saturday,
so
April
excited.
4th. We got Dave May, we got Chandra Murthy, and we got Miss Mary Becquet. And it's not on the flyer, but I want to mention out there, Miss Rose Aguilar is going to come out and do a guest spot.
Oh, great.
I think that's funny. And I might have a little surprise in there for even our producer, Richard Zee Rodriguez out
Really?
there. Every once in a while you find a little diamond in the rough, and I think I may have found one. And I've extended an invitation. We'll see. We'll look at the time. But Saturday, April the 4th at Southtown Comedy Show at the Blue Star Brewery. I'm really looking forward to that. I really think we've got a great lineup. And I know what you're going to do, right? You're going to go out and invite all your friends and your relatives.
Absolutely. Already taken care of. People who haven't heard from me in years have been invited to this event.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited because the venue, we've sat down, we've talked to them, and they're excited about having us. We're excited about having them. So it's kind of a mutual thing. We're bringing out some really good performers out there. And of course, I've listened to you. We've done some few things here at Techspace, and every time I listen to you, it sounds like you've attended a lot of the workshops, and that to me shows the initiative of you wanting to improve.
Mm-hmm.
It's some people are content right where they're at and will never go any further than doing just local shows. But I'm sure somewhere down the line, you want to go a little bit, maybe go back to L.A.,
I
but
would love
as
that.
a bigger name, right?
Yeah, I would love to feature and, to
Oh, no, sweetheart, don't stop there. What's wrong with the word headline?
I guess I would like to headline.
There
too
you go.
someday.
There you go. Well, you know what? Something tells me you will be. And when you do, I'll bring you right back. We'll do this show once again. How's that?
Sounds great.
Mary, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
out today. I really appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Roy.
Folks, that was Mary Becquet. You can catch her this Saturday, April the 4th at the Blue Star Brewery. You're going to love it, folks. Be there. Doors open about 7:30. Show start at 8:30. Prices are good. Everything is fantastic. I want to thank our producer, Mr. Richard Zee Rodriguez. And I want to thank our sponsor, Jimmy's Family Pizza. That's right there in the heart of Southtown at 226 East Fest Street. Jimmy, if you're listening, have a pizza ready for me after the show. Be sure to friend us on our Facebook page, Southtown Comedy, or visit our website at southtowncomedy.com. We're done here. This is Roy Lopez Jr. Here's laughing at you.
Southtown Comedy Club Radio with Roy Lopez Jr.